All right, we have another one. Game of Thrones came out with the 20th anniversary of Feast for Crows. Now, to be fair, I have only watched Game of Thrones. I have not read that stuff. So don't come at me in the comments. I'm only reporting. I am a news girl, okay? News girly. I am trying to be investigative right now. So as we all know, that J.R.R. Martin is very anti-AI and is currently in a situation that involved a lawsuit with OpenAI. But since the 20th anniversary of A Feast for Crows came out, the illustrations in there are highly suspect, and we're going to look at those today. All right, so we're going to look at these. You know what? I'm going to download them. Hold on a second. All right, so here we are. We're looking at the first two. Now, you know what this looks like to me? This looks like, you know those mobile clan games or whatever? Doesn't it kind of look like that? Oh shit, look at this. Look guys, look. AI shit. What's this AI shit? AI. You know what I think? This is what I think. All right. Since I've confirmed that this bullshit is AI already, I think what this person did was, these are older AI generations. You know what? I'm gonna turn off my little character. I think these are older AI generations that someone did a paint over with. That's what I think. Because these don't really make sense. Like, okay, we're gonna look at this guy. What's going on with his fucking eyes, bro? Like, the light is coming from behind him, but this light is coming from here, and there's also another light source over here and on top of him. Like, feels weird. And there's something about, like, there's something here that's very muddy, and like these books, like look at these books. Is this a crunchy book? Like, these books go like look how tiny that is. It's a stack of books, and it goes book, normal book, fat book that's tiny, tinier book that doesn't really look like a book at all. And there's something about him holding the book this way. I feel like a book this size would not be able to be held, but something about his eyes tells me, I don't know, man. Something about his eyes is fucked up, bro. And there's definitely these like googly-eyed things with Cersei. Like, why does she have a belt clasped here? And why are her eyes like, she's got one eye going this way and one eye going that way. Everyone's eyes is like fucked up. One eye this way, one eye that way. She's also missing a finger down here. And I don't exactly know what is happening here in the center. Is someone holding her? Like, what is this? Clearly something's around her waist here. Like someone is grabbing her, but who is it? And like, this person is looking at us, and this person's looking like over her head, bruh. And there was something about this here. Let me find out what they said. All right, so I don't think this one is too bad. It's just poor quality, kind of generic. Like, you see up here, like this is a little bit over on this side. I feel like this is the thing that I talk about. Like, if you guys know me, when I talk about art, when I talk about what's AI, it's usually someone who has these crazy professional looking drawings, but then when you look a little bit more, it looks a little bit fucked up. Because you wouldn't see George, whatever his name is, because whatever is, oh my god, I don't know his name. As an example, we're gonna go look at Greg Rutkowski, okay? He drew this 3 years ago, right? So, do you guys see any, let me turn off my model. Are you guys seeing anything here that looks like, it doesn't make sense? Like, I'm not seeing, like, unclear shapes. I'm not seeing anything, like, especially around things that have edges, like right here and over here. This all looks exactly what you would be imagining. Like this too, this is this is from Lineage W, the game. Look how perfect these images are. You can even the shadows of this little candle holder right here, you can tell that there's a little bit of shadows. The windows back here have firm, let's see. Look, they have firm stripes. They're not warbled or garbled in any way. Like, this is what I'm exactly talking about. When you compare someone who is this prolific, you should be getting the same quality when it comes to those other pieces. And you just don't. Like, I also wanted to point out this one, because this one's a little bit, some of the details are a little bit muddy. But even even when the details are muddy, see back here, you can still tell these characters, even if they're a little bit muddy, especially this one, you can still tell that they're elfin men from a distance. Like they don't need to be a special shape, but you can make out that they are shaped that way, right? And even up here, you can see the guy's eyes are both going in the same direction that they're supposed to be going in. Okay, so that's when we're talking about professional level work with amateur level issues. So now we're back to this, and I'm not sure, like, see right here in this image right here, I'm not sure if these are people or part of the bridge. I literally can't tell. A professional artist would have made that very clear to show how, and these birds are so big compared down here to these people, right? So you were able to get these birds right, but you couldn't get these people right? You know what I mean? Like, what do you say? What's to say about that? And this guy over, I'm so sorry. This motherfucker looks exactly like Assassin's Creed. This is Assassin's Creed type shit. I'm sorry, it is. I think this person really just, like, look at this hand. Look at this hand. It's literally kind of like her forearm is almost backwards for her to be doing that with her hand. Like, look, think about that move. Try to do that. She's walking and one of her hands is, her wrist is tilted forward, but her arm is swinging back. It's weird. And then another more of that, like, fucking weird eye shit. Like, one eye going this way, one eye going that way. And who's this spook over here? What is this? What is this spook over here? Look at this. We got this motherfucker with no fucking face. I understand that you wanted to draw no eyes, but damn, like, damn. That's just, like, what are we seeing here? What is this? Like, what is this? Is this supposed to be a buckle? What are these? Are these buckles? Everything else doesn't matter. Well, everything else doesn't matter. I think they, like, look at this. If this is a stick, look right here, look, tangent. Boop, look, it doesn't go all the way up. It just stops and goes up. This building should go the rest of the way up. And this, I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to be. If this is supposed to be wood, and that's wood, and that's wood, what's this? What y'all doing? Who you hired? Who did they hire? All right, so now we got this here. And this is a little, what's going on? This person, their quality in painting, like, changes from picture to picture. Like, this person has their eyes crossed, and why does everyone have their mouth open? And, like, there's also, like, religious works. Like, look, I know you can't tell too good, but it's here. This is Jesus on the cross. So this is a fantasy world. Why is there Jesus on the cross? Her eyes are fucked up. Boom, boom. And what's this? And what are these? What is this candle holder? This is ugly as fuck, bro. I just, like, the quality of the hands is also a thing. Like, this looks fucking weird, but these are also weird. Like sometimes he decides that this person's gonna draw fingernails, and then sometimes they don't. And then there's also this, which this is, to me, this is the most AI. And the reason why I feel that, like Cersei's not supposed to be dressed in, like, blue, I guess, but she is. And these outfits are, I don't know how I feel about these outfits, but so she has a second leg, right? Here's her thigh, right? That is a thigh. What is this? If this is her leg going back, what is this? It's not folded and it's not underneath. I think it's supposed to be crossed because you can't tell where the rest of it is. She's not missing a leg. Like, it doesn't go like this and then she has this. If this is if she's sitting, this can't be the leg in, this leg cannot belong to this right here. It has to belong to the back leg. But if that belongs to the back leg, what the fuck is this leg? I think it's just, this is a fucking problem. And what is this shit? What is this? And why is it on her dress? Like, did you see that down here? It's like the throne is on her dress too. Like, what is she gonna do? Get up and fall over? And this is very, I feel that, this is what I feel. I feel that they used this as a starting point and then they decided to do paint overs. Because this looks a little bit like the movie. It looks a little bit like the show, right? But, like, when you look at it, it looks like they repainted it and resituated it. But it's like Can you guys tell what all of this is supposed to be? This is these shapes make no sense. I'm not sure what this is. It just looks like painted over and badly blended. And apparently with this character right here, he's supposed to have an axe and a shield, but someone drew him with 2 swords. And I wanted to point out that his hand just stops. It doesn't finish. And I'm not sure, like, wouldn't his cape be like going, like, I'm not sure what's going on with this cape. Like, is it behind him? Is it in front of him? On the side? Like, so the thing is there's also like description things wrong with them. Like they couldn't actually get it together. And on top of that, what is this? What is this? Like, what are we looking at here? And there's also this one, which is Jamie, and I don't know who that is, but I don't know. Once it gets down to the hips for me, there's a lot of I don't know what you're drawing going on here. I see a belt. I see another belt. I don't see where that belt is going. And right here, this looks like a belt, but it goes into his tunic. And then what's this? Is this a tunic? Is this part of the belt? Is this a leather piece in front? Like, what is all of this shit? What is all of this? And Jamie has a sword. So why does he look like he has a dagger? And why is he looking this way and not at the guy? And why is his hair waving? Like, if his hair is waving back, why is his hair waving back the other way? Like, bruh, come on. Oh, this is the one that also gives it away a little bit. Let's look deep down. What are we gonna find? Do you guys see? So he drew the cat, right? But the cat's forepaw and the other forepaw, it just, like, his shoulder is back here. It's not that he drew it. Like, his foot should be a little bit more. Even if he drew it bad, look, the cat's tail is really wide and goes into a tangent. See, it just goes right into the wheel. And the same thing with the rest of the cat right here, just goes right into it. It goes right into this thing right here, whatever this is, this wheelbarrow. Not to mention those fucking eyes. Like, fuck off with those fucking eyes. And she's got those eyes too. And look, her braid or whatever the fuck she's wearing, I assume this is a braid. This braid and this braid, they just taper into nothing. They just go into nothing. This, same with here, don't know what the fuck that is. One eye is going this way, one eye is going that way. And her hands are not clearly defined like they are in other pictures. They're poorly painted. Let's go to this one. I'll say that this dude doesn't look like he has a second eye. He has one eye looking that way, like this way. Sorry, it's going that way. And then his other eye seems to be gone or missing, or it's there, but it's not well defined. Otherwise, I can't find a whole lot of other issues. How about that? His feet. That's a problem too. All right, here we go. More. This right here has melted into it. This jewelry is melted into it because I'm assuming he's supposed to have this. This is supposed to be a belt buckle in the front. And as you can see here too, look at this. 1, 2, 1. And the patterns on these two are not even remotely the same. They're similar, but not the same. And this goes into his clothes. This is part of the leather armor. This looks like it's supposed to also be a part of it, but it's too blue for it to be that way. On top of this being melted. And what's this? What is this ugly shit? Look at this. Look at these people with their mouths open. So when I look at this, I feel like this is a hot mess. You know what I think? I think they took the image that they generated of the Game of Thrones throne and then they painted over it with this man. Or in painted him there. Shit. I think this is just a rehash and the other one was in painted. Here's more. It's really hard for me to judge this, but I feel like this far out, these would not have the same light on them. I think most of the light would be coming from this and it would be more darker right here. And let's look at this though. So now it's time to talk about this picture of Cersei and Tomas, I guess. No, not Tomas. This was somebody else. Like what is going on over here? And it's more about these. Oh, and somebody did mention, you know what somebody mentioned? You know what, I'm gonna put my monologue. Somebody mentioned that there's so much blue in this. Nobody is wearing their house colors or their like kingdom colors or whatever. So nobody is wearing any of those. They're just wearing whatever. And that's kind of a hint that maybe something is wrong here and maybe that they have been using AI. So there's this face here with this unknown crown of whatever that has this hanging down thing or whatever and these ugly ass bullshit that doesn't match on both sides, followed by a concerned expression And what's going on in the back here? What's going on? Why do these, like, look at this. Look at this. What is this? What's this? What is this? You can kind of tell that there's like a flower pattern in here, but the rest of it is like, fuck all. People are going to start drawing in some shit in them, some of them windows. And who's this guy back here who's kind of like, he has his mouth open like he's doing this? What's he doing? Shit. So a lot of people are like, who is this supposed to be? And why is he holding his hands like hands open, not gripping it? Because if you, it kind of looks like it kind of looks like his sword is floating, not sitting. Because the shadow is a little bit too big, I think. And this is just more of the shadowed eyes. I'm not going to draw that shit. Like, what is this? Is this her necklace? Is she wearing a necklace? Is this part of her neck? It's tangent shit. What's this? It's just a mess. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be looking at here. And this one, like, he's holding his hand, right? But like, you should be able to see it. Why does he look Precious Moments? You know those like little Precious Moments dolls? He kind of looks like one of those. And this is another like goes down, but like, what is this shit? And if this is supposed to be a pattern, why does it stop here? Why doesn't it go all the way down? Like, this kid has no shoulders. Like, where's, like, he should have shoulders out to here. Oh, look at that. Boom. AI ass windows. Same here. What's up here? Blurry shit. That's what's up there. Blurry shit. And this is supposed to be Brienne of Tarth. But they done her dirty, man. They done her dirty. Like, I'm not sure what this is over here. If this is supposed to be a bag. And this shit is ugly as fuck, bro. Ugly AI ass shit right here. Like, this goes into this, but it's not drawn properly. And if the light is coming on her face, I just am not seeing why there should be light here if there's a shadow. I don't know, man. You know what? I'm gonna go look back at the other image of her. Oh, oops. Oopsie doodles. Because I don't know what I'm looking at. This looks like a hot mess. Look what I found, guys. Look what I found. Look. This is the outfit for Brienne of Tarth, right? This is her outfit. Look, you can see there's the ugly ass, whatever the fuck that is, goes down this way. And then she has parts of it that go up, right below and down, and then this around. Now look at this one. This is the same character, guys. You know what? I'm gonna, hold on. Let me get it situated. Hold on, let me situate it. We can look at both at the same time. There we go. There it is. So this part has different patterns than this part. She has red on this side and brown on this side. Let's see about her legs. Is she wearing the same type of pants? No. She's wearing brown pants here, blue pants here. And yeah, and her knee pads aren't diamonds. This is a diamond. This is circle with an edge. This is a diamond. So these two are different. And even the pattern right here is different. Look at this right here and this right here. These are different. And that's different. Well, you can't see the rest, but her waist is too different because look, this comes up all the way up here and this doesn't. And it goes down here on the waist. There's a little one down here. This is some prompted ass AI bullshit. I'm sorry, it is. It's prompted AI bullshit. There's no way it's not. Non-consistent characters, like I said. No consistency among the characters. Right here, she has a turtleneck. Here she's wearing a cape that is partially fucking the armor that is melded into the armor and goes over her shoulder. She's not even wearing that in this picture. Oops. And the sword is even different. Look, sword here is brown. And look, it has this long swoop right here. And this one is a completely different sword. Not even the same sword. Not even the same sword. This is AI, brah. And even her arm pauldrons are different. Look, right here it has a circle. And here they're like more than one circle and it goes down like 1, 2, 3. Look, there's none of that here. It just goes over and around, and then underneath. Ooh. And I found this one on Twitter and nobody knows who these characters are supposed to be. This was on the other side of the image, of the book rather. Nobody knows what this is. And there's no boob armor in fucking Game of Thrones, but there is here now because of whatever. Holy shit, someone says this is Arya and this is fucking the sexy assassin guy. Someone called him Timu Ezio. And now of course, what does George R.R. Martin think of this? Because they obviously greenlight this shit when they shouldn't have. So it says, in a statement posted on Game of Thrones, George R. R. Martin addressed the claims that AI-generated art was used within the new anniversary edition of Feast of Crows. The statement comes amid the growing fury that the new version of Martin's fourth Song of Ice and Fire tome has illustrated AI artwork. Fan discussion on social media has Reddit has been alight with accusations in the book looks AI-generated are poor quality and appear similar to fan designs. And it says here, my name is Rye Goldman and I manage the art direction and licensing development here at Ferv River, looking closely with GRR as his schedule will allow. But I alone am responsible for the approved license work that accompanies A Song of Ice and Fire book-driven materials. Oh shit. It says right here they have, I was looking at this little thing here and it says, I just want to go back here. It says definitely, just so you all know, the new A Feast of Crows Illustrated Edition is almost definitely AI. I'd argue has taken pretty hard inspiration from existing fan art. Oof. I mean, when you put it all together, it kind of does though. It kind of do be like that. I also want to look at the guy, but in the article, George R. R. Martin says that he believes the guy. I'm like, you're fucking crazy, bro. You're fucking crazy and old. You're crazy and old. So what we're gonna do, since this dude's a fucking jackass, we gotta go. Oh, is this his art for real? No, it's not. Oh my God, it is. Oh my God. This is his site, guys. This is his art. Are you fucking kidding me? That's fucking AI, bro. This dude's fucking AI. Not these images. But look how good these are. I can't even believe that's what he sold. Like, these are good. Okay, that's just a repaint over, but still. And so is that. But these are significant improvements from what he is releasing. I didn't think, and look at this. This is similar to some of his other work, but it also, I mean, that dragon face is kind of uggo. But this is very similar to his other quality, his other stuff. We gotta go to here. We gotta go to this. Let's see. What does he got? So it looks like he does know how to draw. Clearly he does. Like, what is this? Oh shit. Been so busy with stuff I can't post. So here's a little adventure I painted a while ago. 8x10 oil on canvas. And someone's like, now if you ever do art, people will think it's your fault, buddy. Busy writing prompts, AI. Oh my God, someone else noticed it too. Oh wait, the illustration is so Cersei only has one leg. Sorry, I get the AI slap mixed up sometimes. I think Marjorie is the one with 3 hands. Oh, that's painted. That's AI shit. This is AI shit painted over. 100%. This is what I was talking about, where people are looking at Midjourney and then repainting it. That's what this is, because what is going on? What is this? What is this dragon shit? Like, this looks good. No, this is not AI. Come on, guys. And everything he draws is AI. But it's proof that he does a lot of paint overs, though. Like, that's what he's used to. Oh, I see. I see the problem here. Now that I'm seeing what his art style is like. So what it seems that he does is that he does elaborate paint overs, and that's what he's used to doing. So AI allows him a starting point, and then he fixes the paint over. Instead of doing what he typically does is what you see right here, where is it? Not that one. It's not that one. Like, this is a paint over, or a copy rather. Here we go. This is an example of a paint over. He finds a picture of the artist and then he does a manipulation to put them in here. And he does the paint over and fixes all of the issues. So this looks really good. It's just, I think that the type of artist, well, I don't need to talk about this anymore. So the problem is with this guy is he's a great artist, but some of these older artists are used to doing paint overs in Photoshop or paint overs in real life, where they are really good at making a copy of a copy, and that's how they did their artwork for all these years. But now the problem is that AI has given these types of artists a way to make artwork without needing references and getting materials, because their artwork was technically always a collage. They found pictures and then they started making manipulations that are collages and then painting over them. I'm not saying that that is not a legit way to do art. I'm saying that now they're using AI instead of doing that practice to get different art. And they're not taking in the formal way that they did things as a way to, do it faster. Because the way that this guy does art now, where he uses AI and paints over, it just paints the AI itself. It's like, oh, he's got a little thing from 2 days ago on Jeff McDonald art. Hold on. As I was talking, I got interrupted. I saw this. Thank you for your questions. As noted in the link provided, all the images go through the team director for approval. Some things are added and subtracted or redesigned in this process. Now, to answer your question, the cross, sometimes when illustrations get published, the size was much smaller in the book or in the magazine. So there is some compression of the image. This is not a cross, but was a wall sconce. This is a very minor piece of the composition and is used for decoration and balance. Okay. These people here in these comments have an interesting view. So I'm gonna, no guys, it's not AI. It just looks different because it's small. Okay, so plain Stonehart's illustration, which is straight up a bad copy of another artist's work, or Cersei in Blue, Morning. Tywin is just Patty. I can't even say that word. Oh my God, I can't say these words. No one wears house colors, just blue. So either 1, it's all AI, which let's be real, it is. 2, you didn't bother to read a single line of the book, or 3, it's a mix of both. And someone's like, gonna keep it $1.50 with you. If absolutely nothing is AI, I still wouldn't know why they hired someone who clearly didn't respect the source material. Cersei in Blue, no heraldry. That one where the guy gets punched and receives no actual impact. I don't know, man. It's better just to admit it's AI, which will tank your credibility, sure. But admitting to such a poor job, if you didn't, will tank you too. One with Lady Stoneheart and Rob's crown is cropped too. It's done poorly, and the crown doesn't even look like Rob's crown. It's gold. Why are the Lannisters always wearing blue instead of red? Why is Victoron wielding 2 swords instead of axe and shield? Why is everyone wearing pauldrons? Why does Cersei's legs disappear? Why aren't Euron's lips blue? Why does Jaime have long hair and no beard? Why isn't Jaime wearing the white Kingsguard armor? Why are there no 7-pointed stars in the Sept of Baelor? Why does it look like Christian cathedral instead of stained glass like a cathedral? Why are there absolutely no sigils or heraldry absolutely anywhere? Where do you realize that claiming your work isn't AI, which makes it worse and even more embarrassing, right? This is pitiful work. Your illustrations are the worst thing to happen to A Song of Fire and Ice since season 8 of Game of Thrones. What's legit about Daeron having black hair and being like 20 years older than he should be? He's blonde and much younger, yet in the picture, he is getting punched by Sam in front of a Christian cross on the wall, which made to look completely different, and Sam is wearing a monk robe for some bizarre reason. Explain that to me. What's legit about that? You can zoom in on tiny things here and there, and it's still glaringly obviously examples of AI. You'd better just off owning it. Well, I mean, this is the controversy that kind of sucks for J.R.R. Martin. He believes the guy. No, the public doesn't believe it because it's clearly fucking AI bullshit. And the thing is like, I've said this before. If you're gonna be a sneaky piece of shit, right? If you're gonna be a sneaky piece of shit, you have to actually like be able to do the work. Like, example, Ross Draws. I've talked about a million times about Ross Draws. Ross Draws, he's the type of artist that can paint over AI, and we would not know unless he told us. That image from before that he had, no one would have known that was AI that he painted over. People are good enough to paint over AI. Just not this guy. Just not so many artists who think they are. If you're going to paint off of AI and use it as a base, you're going to have to be better at hiding it. You better be the painter you believe that you are, or people are going to clock you. Clocked it. AI. You AI bros are just, you know what? This is not even AI bros. This is lazy motherfucker not wanting to draw shit. He didn't want to draw none of this shit. He thought it was going to be complicated. He's barely a fantasy artist. Barely. I'm not saying he's not good. I'm just saying that he's barely a fantasy artist, okay? Anyway, if y'all liked everything here, please go over to my Patreon and please subscribe to it. It's a $1 and $5 tier. You guys can get some behind the scenes and some videos before I upload them. That would be super cool if you could do that. And I put my writing and my art on there. If that's something that you would be interested in supporting, which would be super cool. I'd love that. And please subscribe. I want to get to 15K before the end of the year. Please do it. Please, or else. All right. See you guys. Bye.